This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Rudister. Let's get this thing underway. Away to get us going. Returner looking to create better field position. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Bracing for the run against this heavy formation. Ball handed off. We've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them in a week to...
He's in the clear. He's at the 50. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown. There was no catch in that time.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And they hand it off to the back. First down and more. He's still running. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Tackle is made just a short gain after the completion. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
After that completion, Chris, on this corner route, see if the offensive coordinator comes out later in the same look, but this time sends the receiver fake to the outside to the corner and back to the inside on a post. He'll catch the defense off guard.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down at 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
I I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
First and goal, trying to run it in. He's tackled down to the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Push down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Grabbed by the receiver. And this one goes nowhere. When you get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. They're going to run it here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense came up with a stop. Powering through. Breaks an open space. Gets the first and still running. Look out, off and running. Touchdown, Michigan. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown.
How dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, gets it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Extending the play now. He gets loose and can pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And then first down, they go right back to him. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Take a big pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both teams will just continue with more of this action. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. Here's the return. And they've got the returner corralled. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And here's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to hand this off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Now it's 2nd down here. He'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there in a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. Looking to throw here. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Got a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. Well, they slowly getting down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
On the
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Cobra.
Here's the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Shotgun, hands it off. The second effort there will earn him the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up the first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the
Touchdown, tie, as they put 6 more on the board.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And that one's picked off. Good play. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
take off deep in the end zone. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. And the Wolverines looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
These guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Yeah, this offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, no penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The ball is caught. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of the first down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short? first down. Great job by the D.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. The quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
They'll give it to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Wolverines are going to cash in here in the red zone.
Ready. 221 wing. 221 wing. Okay, great. Ready up.
Looking to pass here on second down. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, the defense to me looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Motion now from the tight end. Handoff in a single back formation. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Barrett Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The receiver grabs it. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the stakes.
That completion sets up a second down play. Looking to throw again. Quarterback delivers throws complete to the right side. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Handoff here. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. It's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It tests the middle but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up. Ball handed to the running back. They try the middle but gain nothing on that play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Yet another Another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. EA Sports College Football, Chris Roberts, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Wolverines will kick this away to start us off. And he fields it inside the 15. The quarterback decides to take a knee for some reason. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. And the quarterback just takes a knee. And that's one option. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the quarterback will just take a knee here. listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Running back with the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
They'll give it to the running back. And that's a solid gain for the defense to bring him down. Stop. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. 0 running route. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to have seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
The punt team making their way on the field. They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. We started at 28. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball released underneath to the drag route to get some positive yards.
the first down through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The Wolverines pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Nice execution here for the first down, and this is what they like to do. Doesn't necessarily have to be a big pass play to get this tempo kicked into gear, but here they come.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
These big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Looking deep down the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Look out, he's in the clear. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return to get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Chris, it looked to me like the quarterback was trying to give his man a chance to high point the ball, but he left it too far to the inside and gave the defender a real chance. Seems like an odd time and place for a lob pass.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Down he goes. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking downfield. Catch is made down the middle. The offense will have quickly spent a timeout. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the grab, and they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field.